All right, let's talk about the shift. We are now in 2020, coming to the close. This is going to be old very quickly, but it's going to be relevant no matter when you watch this. I had predicted a energy shift, a big one this fall, and it's starting to happen. Now, I want to talk about that with you. Are you experiencing some things right now? Confusion, inability to really focus on things as far as what your goals are, what's going to happen, being organized, sleep problems. I want to talk about the symptoms of the shift in 2020 and what's going to be happening ongoing. It's all good, of course. You know that. You're on my channel. Let's get going. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Do I have like lip liner? Because I don't have my contacts in. Yeah, we're going through a shift. Here we are, 2020, end of 2020. I told you that the fall of 2020 was going to have some kind of a major shift. We've been going through shifts since the beginning of planet Earth's time period as for human beings, right? But right now, I want you to know that you may be feeling some really big kind of feelings of confusion, anxiety, or maybe you just don't know what you're supposed to be doing. And it's not just the challenges out there. That is exacerbating this. In fact, it's fueling it because so many people's lives have been shook up that the collective consciousness of which we are a shared energy is feeling confused. And that is a big part of it. But the other part is we're becoming awakened. We're awakening to the fact that we want to be really loving, amazing people on a planet that feels good. And I think we're just worn out of arguing with one another, of opposition, of battling things. And we want to be a unified community, loving community. And right now I'm telling you, that is part of the conflict that's going on. That there's an old world out there that's still hanging on to the garbage. There's the new earth of people that are awakening, that are seeing that are still getting caught up in it. Now, I get people, of course, you've heard me talk about this, people will come on and they'll say, oh, I love you. And as soon as I say something they don't like, I'm unsubscribing and you are the... And we don't understand what we're doing. Right? We're spiritual, and then this thing shakes us up, and you may be feeling that right now. Let's say, you're all spiritual, things are great, and then, your friend voted for somebody different here in the United States, and all of a sudden you go into a tizzy. This is what we have to start watching. You're going to get sucked into some of the radical, strange behavior that all of us have experienced. But now there's a dividing line of you going back into it, experiencing it, and having to reprogram yourself. So I hope to share with you right now something that could really help you. We have been so programmed to live a certain way that we accept the garbage we eat, the garbage on television, the garbage on our computers, the programming of everything. That we're supposed to take drugs, that everything is solved through, eating or drinking or whatever it is. We're so programmed and accept that when we go into something that's different, that was really good for us, we're fearful of it. You guys who are in my internet training courses, people are afraid to go into it. They'll go to a university for 4 years and study and blow, 50 grand. But why? Because we're programmed that that's okay. This is no different. So when you go to change your life or learn something new or change relationships, jobs, all that stuff, what you're going to find out is you're going to feel weird about it. You know that it's right for you to make those changes, and you're going to have a tendency to almost self-sabotage yourself, all right? Now, some of you have talked about this. Why do I keep going back to old behavior? You have to reprogram yourself to be that new awakened person. Because As if you guys have ever studied Joe Dispenza, I've been to 2 of his events years ago. Amazing. He's very focused on the brain and very scientific about things. And he really knows his stuff. And he said, you can go in awakened state and you'll light up parts of your brain that are amazing. But those old, just say, communication systems that were set in place are still there. And until you have new patterns, new thoughts, new reactions, you will not rewire them. They will actually rewire. So we have physical parts of being human that have to be worked on that take a little bit longer to catch up with your awakening. So if you feel like you're being pulled into this negativity and, just physically feeling weird and different and confused, and for me, one of the things I'm experiencing right now is just not an ability to focus so much. It's just not really being clear about certain things. I have my whole businesses planned out. I have so much in store for you guys. I am planning so many amazing things for you that are so different than what I've been doing. Yet I'm sitting there and I feel almost overwhelmed by it, which is not normal for me. And I feel like I'm just picking up on some real concern out there, and you may be feeling it's not yours, it's a collective. So many people don't know where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be doing, and they're fearful because now we're going into round 2 of what's going on with our planetary challenge, and people are thinking this could actually get worse. It is all going to work in your favor if you don't go into fear, you don't listen to the fear, you don't listen to anybody that tells you anything that is detrimental to your happiness, because you get to choose that. We're all going to go through things that are going to challenge us. We want to be the solution, okay? When you are constantly working on being the solution, you raise your frequency and the frequency of the planet. So just roll with what these feelings are that you're going to experience. Maybe the confusion, maybe you're not sleeping well. I have had a major diet change. I did a global cleansing. If you guys go to LandriaOnkka.com, I have a global cleansing, 4-month cleanse that I'm on the tail end of. Really cleaning up things. Well, that means you could be super sensitive to stuff, both physically. I'll tell you what, get the chemicals out of your body. Woo, you're really going to pick up on stuff because there's no fog there. So this is the transition that's starting into an amazing, positive, amazing era. This is all good. With change comes discomfort as the old structures collapse and dissolve. They serve their purpose. It was part of our experience here as humans to evolve. None of this is bad. There are no evil people. We are equally beautiful light beings just on our own experiences. And I want you to remember something, because I'm doing a whole video on this one next. And that is, everybody that challenges you is your test. They're not a problem. They're a light being here experiencing maybe darkness, and that you get to test yourself to see if you're going to turn on them and separate, or we will be unified. So again, all of these things are going on out there. You must stick with the right decisions for you, the higher frequency decisions for you. If you're not ready to go there, you want to self-sabotage yourself a few more times, go for it. But I think you're ready to evolve, and you can do it. So hang in there with me. These next few months, we're going to feel that. People won't know what to do. They won't know how to stay organized. They're going to feel like they're all over the place. That's just part of it. Rewire yourself to go into new positive habits and stick with them. Stay as organized as you can. Set certain goals and say, what am I going to do today to get to that goal? Now, my success series is every Sunday. I'm going to talk to you about success mindset, and we're going to go into more specifics about that. It'll help you start to change your life in all the areas, from diet to how you earn a living, definitely what you're doing for a living. If we continue to do something for a living that harms the planet or animals, we've got to stop it. We have to take responsibility. No more pointing fingers out there. Right here, it starts with all of us. You're a human being. Please allow that. You know, when you go to awakened state, we all have personalities. You know, I mean, you're going to experience being human. That's the beauty of being human. So go easy on yourself. You don't go into some Zen state where you don't even experience emotions anymore. In fact, they'll get more intense. You just stop reacting to them in a negative way. So as you're feeling all of this, remember, don't get sucked into that stuff and old habits. You're going to become a new person right now. Stick with that and know this is uncomfortable and unfamiliar because I'm becoming a new person. I like this. I like that I can't stand to watch negativity. I like that the commercials now look ridiculous. People shoving fast food in their faces and fighting over it, or taking, all kinds of things that they don't really need instead of choosing a healthy lifestyle. We're trying to cure things. Why? Why are we sick in the first place? Because we are a society of concern and worry and anxiety. And that fear that we walk around with every day is what keeps us ill. You're going into a major change right now. These are the symptoms. These are the things you're going to experience. Be okay with it. Keep choosing the higher thought. Keep asking yourself, is this how I would behave or think in the new earth? Would I attack somebody else? Would I argue with somebody else? Would I point fingers that they're wrong? Would I say we're separate? Or would I say we're all just here experiencing stuff together? It's amazing. So something's really happening big, big, big. I'm experiencing it, and I'm feeling that things are elevating on a super high level. I'm experiencing things that I know that are much more clear to me. I'm going into a space that's euphoric, yet at the same time watching the chaos. So hang in there with me. Don't go back into that old world, those old behaviors and thoughts, because you just know them, if you want to progress. All right? Nothing wrong with experiencing that. That's how we evolve. So don't beat yourself up. If you're not ready to come out of that abusive relationship, maybe you need to understand it a little bit better, but I think you're ready. I think you're ready to let go, stand on your own 2 feet and realize there is no one above or below me. There is no one brighter than me. We're just all unique, beautiful, beautiful light beings experiencing something so unheard of in the universe, so challenging, and you chose it. That makes you amazing. But each of us get to go to that next level here. It's an accelerated classroom, my friend. This is the test. No more discussions, right? We just are. We just are. Be there for one another. Treat yourself well. Treat your body well. Be aware and reprogram that dense energy field that we came into. It's going to be with you till you leave this body, but you can elevate it. All right, so remember to subscribe. Please share my videos everywhere. And you guys who want to go into the internet training classes, we have an amazing new program that launched that is unbelievable. And it's just progressing all of us in a way never before on the internet have we had these opportunities. I have my Miracle Circle class every month. If you want to go to landriaonkka.com or Manifest Anything, my free video series, you can sign up and learn when that's going to be every month. And come on board. We're going to spend a couple hours together. I'm going to do live training with you. If you miss it, you get the webinar recording, but you're going to get training, and then we're going to go into a meditation state where we're going to raise our frequency and contribute to the planet. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for what's going to come in the new year. So don't miss my success series on Sunday. I also have my health and happiness series on my other channel, my lifestyle channel, and you can watch that. We're going to start to heal ourselves over there. That's a new series I'm launching. I got great stuff for you. Let's keep it going and focus on everything good that we can do. Good, there's no good nor bad, but everything positive, higher frequency that we can do. So we can just let go of everything that, it just doesn't feel good, does it? You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Hang in there. It's all going to be so worth it. You're amazing. And I love you. Namaste.